Hello and welcome to My English Classes Online Intermediate Level. In today's lesson, we're going to look at present continuous tense. We'll look at positive sentences, negative sentences, questions, how we express place with progressive verbs, and we'll also do a comparison between present continuous and simple present. So, let's get started. The first thing we need to understand is that we use present continuous to talk about things that are happening right now or at this moment. So with that in mind, let's have a look at how we make positive sentences. We make positive sentences by using our be verb, as in am, is, or are, plus the verb with an ing ending. Let's have a look at our first example. I am working on my project now. Am goes with the subject I, so I am working, work, ing, and another important word in this sentence is now, because it shows us it's something currently going on. Example number 2, she is walking down the street. She, he, and it go with is, so we have she is walking ing down the street. We are taking 5 classes this semester. We goes with are, and taking 5 classes this semester shows us that it is something that is still going on. The semester has not finished, and therefore we know it is present continuous. Jack and John are studying English right now. Jack and John, 2 people, therefore we treat it like they, so we use are. Studying English right now, an important word here would be right now, shows us that it is something current at the moment and therefore present continuous. Making negative sentences is pretty simple. All we do is add the word not in front of our verb with its ing ending. For example, I am not working today. I am not working today, and I'm is the shortened version of I am. Be careful, the dog isn't sleeping at the moment. Isn't is the shortened version of is not, and at the moment shows us again that it is present continuous that we are dealing with. They are not talking to each other these days. They are and not straight after our verb, and these days again shows us present continuous tense because it is something happening in the recent time. Our last example, Sarah isn't eating her meal. Why? We understand that right now Sarah is not eating. Let's have a look at how we make question sentences. To make a question, our am, is, or are move to the start of the sentence. Let's have a look at an example quick. Are you talking on the phone? We can see our are has moved to the front of the sentence. As a short answer, I can say, yes, I am, or no, I'm not. Is your brother sleeping right now? Is at the front of the sentence. Short answer, no, he isn't, or no, he is not sleeping right now. These are 2 examples of yes-no type of questions. We can also have what, who, where, and when types of questions. For example, where are you going, James? Where indicates the question here instead of am, is, or are. Answer, I am going to school. Or another example, what are you eating? Short answer, an apple. Or I am eating an apple. We also use present continuous tense to show where something is happening, meaning the place. The best way to understand this is to look at an example. If somebody asks you, what is your sister doing now? Then your answer needs to focus on the activity, the verb. Meaning, she is listening to music in her room. In her room here is extra information and doesn't have to be there. But if the question is, where is your sister now? Then the most important part is where she is, as in her room. And the extra bit of information becomes is listening to music. Now, remember that there is a difference between simple present tense and present continuous. Simple present tense we use to describe things that are general, habits, or things that we do frequently, such as every day, every week, or every year. Whereas with present continuous, it is more linked to things that are in the moment, right now, or at present. So let's have a look at how we create sentences just like the ones we've seen. For positive sentences, we have I plus am plus our verb with an ing ending, he, she, it with is and our verb with an ing ending, we, you, they plus are and our verb with an ing ending. Let's look at an example. I am talking to my cousin on the phone now. I goes with am, talking, talk ing ending, and now is a word that we can use when discussing present continuous. The baby is playing with her toys right now. We use the baby as if it were a he, she, or it, and that's why it goes with is. Playing has our ing ending again. My friends are studying at the library at the moment. My friends is plural, that's why we use are, and at the moment again shows us present continuous tense is appropriate. For negative sentences, all we need to do is add the word not in between our be verb and the verb ending in ing. Let's look at some examples. Mike is not working today. In between is and working, we have put not, and that makes the sentence negative. We can also say Mike isn't working today, he is at home, because isn't is the shortened form of is not. We are not playing chess now. Again, we goes with are, and we've put our not there to make it negative. And of course, we can also say we aren't playing chess now. One last negative example. I am not waiting for you, which can also be I'm not waiting for you, the shortened version. Here, it's important to note that is not can become isn't, are not can become aren't, but am not cannot become amn't. We don't use this in English. For questions, like we said earlier, our be moves to the front of the sentence, so it becomes be plus subject plus our verb ing. For example, are you waiting for your friends? Our be verb are has moved to the front of the sentence, and as a simple answer, I can say, no, I'm not, or yes, I am. Another example is your sister listening to music now? Is has moved to the front of the sentence. Short answer, yes, she is, or no, she isn't. And that brings us to the end of our present continuous lesson. Now it's time for you to get busy with those activities, and I will see you in the next lesson.